In the Deep South, where history still haunts the streets, one voice rose up, a voice sharp enough to cut through silence and loud enough to shake the system. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a rebel, a hustler, a southern visionary who flipped poverty into power and turned pain into purpose. This is the untold story of David Banner, activist, tech mogul, and self-made millionaire who built his empire while the world wasn't even watching. But here's the real question. How does a kid from Mississippi go from street battles to Hollywood boardrooms? How does he fight injustice and build wealth without selling out? Stay with us, because what you're about to hear will change how you see success. The underdog rises, Mississippi struggle. 1995, Mississippi, a state trapped in a cycle of poverty, systemic racism, and police brutality. Here, the odds were stacked against a young Lavelle Crump, known to the world as David Banner. At a time when most kids saw no way out, Banner made a choice: silence or revolution. He chose the mic, but not just for fame. For Banner, music was a weapon, a way to tell stories that mainstream media ignored. But his fight didn't stop there. Banner wasn't just a rapper chasing hits. He dove deep into philosophy and African history, arming himself with knowledge to back his words. His first hustle, selling CDs out of his trunk, turning every street corner into a stage. Then, an unexpected moment, a major label deal, the dream. But Banner walked away. Why? Because they wanted him to dumb down his lyrics, to soften the message. For Banner, that was never an option. The Southern hustler wasn't about compromise, he was about truth. Would you turn down a record deal to keep it real? Comment below. Rap, revolution, and Hollywood, the double game. David Banner dropped anthems that didn't just entertain, they shook the South to its core. Like a Pimp was more than a hit, it was a statement. But beneath the beats, Banner was orchestrating movements. When Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans, Banner wasn't just watching on TV. He chartered buses to rescue stranded families, turning words into action. When police brutality reached new heights, Banner stepped up again, this time on Capitol Hill, testifying before Congress.
Round up slaves, escaped slaves, and to protect the property of the slave masters. They're doing their mission statement. Like, people say the system is broken, the system is not broken. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's protect a focused group of people, and they're protecting those people because, you know, I always tell people, when they always say the cops make these mistakes and shoot black kids, why don't black cops make a mistake at the same rate of killing young white men or young white kids? Because they sell as much dope. In actuality, Tim Wise pulled a study from the government and say, you know, white kids actually do a lot more crimes, but they get away with it because that's their children. You know, they look like their nephews. So in me saying that, I think the only way, and I always say this, I know people get tired of hearing this, white supremacy only respects two things. It's the loss of life or the loss of finances. The only way that I think cops should stop killing black kids is if instead of us marching up and down the street, we march to their houses, you know.
A rapper wasn't supposed to do that, but Banner didn't play by anyone's rules. Behind the scenes, Banner was conquering another world, the Hollywood soundtrack industry. He scored movies like The Butler and contributed to blockbuster hits like Black Panther. While the mainstream slept on Southern rappers, Banner built silent bridges to power. No flashing lights, no tabloid headlines, just relentless hustle. But here's the million-dollar question. How does a rapper with zero industry connections become a tech millionaire? The answer? It's coming up next. The Blueprint. Lessons for you. Success doesn't just happen, it's engineered. David Banner didn't just chase opportunities, he created them. No handouts, no shortcuts, just discipline, vision, and a plan. This isn't just a rap story, it's a roadmap, a real, usable blueprint, and every part of it applies to you. 1. Own your leverage. Banner understood something most people miss. Ownership is freedom.
In order for our people to truly be free, we're gonna have to have some ownership. We're gonna have to own our own existence. And that's exactly what I was telling you about. It's similar to what I was telling people about the word nigga. Everybody want to flip the word nigga. Gods create, slaves deal with it. Slaves have to flip stuff and just make do. You don't have to make do. You can be creative and you can create your own situation. So I looked at it, I was like, yo, even from a political standpoint, if we own stuff, we wouldn't have to worry about people giving us jobs. We wouldn't have to worry about discrimination. We wouldn't have to worry about boycotting. Like I keep telling people, fuck boycotting, just go get your own shit.
He didn't just rap, he owned his masters, his production, and his brand. Instead of depending on label advances, he sold his music directly, kept the profits, and reinvested it into businesses that he controlled. His music became a launchpad, not a finish line. From that revenue, He funded a media company, a tech firm, and bought back control of his time. He didn't just make noise, he made moves. Turn your talent into a tool. Don't just create, capitalize. 2. Silence is power. While the world was performing online, Banner was building offline. He was composing music for major films like The Butler, working with Hollywood studios, and advising tech teams, all without chasing fame. You didn't see him on every blog or drama headline, because that wasn't the goal. Real power moves are made in private. They're not for attention, they're for impact. He proved you don't need to broadcast every step. Sometimes the most revolutionary work happens quietly, until it changes everything. Don't seek attention, seek results. Let your silence build your legacy. 3. Profit with purpose. Banner didn't just stack money, he used it as a weapon for good. He built platforms to help Black-owned businesses grow. He funded tech projects focused on community development. He mentored creators, launched grant programs, and spoke out on racial justice, not just in interviews, but with infrastructure. His company, A Banner Vision, isn't just about entertainment, it's about empowerment. He believes profit should come with responsibility. Because when you uplift your people while you rise, you don't just win, you lead. Align your money with your mission. Make profit serve a bigger purpose. From Mississippi mud to millions, Banner turned his pain into power, his platform into purpose, and his hustle into a movement. He built something that outlives the music, and it all started with 3 decisions. Own your value, protect your focus, empower your people. So here's your moment. What's your blueprint? What skill, story, or idea are you sitting on? And more importantly, what are you doing with it? The legacy and the future, impact beyond the mic. David Banner's story isn't just about personal success. It's about rewriting the rules and changing the game for generations to come. His hustle became bigger than himself, echoing through time and shaping the future in ways few imagine. From the streets of Mississippi to the heights of tech and Hollywood, Banner learned from every setback and win, and built something that lasts. But the real power move? He didn't build his empire to stand alone. He built ladders for others to climb. By launching tech incubators, supporting Black entrepreneurs, investing in education and mentorship programs, and creating platforms that amplify unheard voices, Banner breaks barriers and turns pockets of struggle into hubs of innovation and growth. This is more than business. It's a movement shifting culture, economy, and mindset, especially in the South. Legacy isn't just fame or money. It's about how many lives you touch, doors you open, and systems you change. So, what will your legacy be? Will you chase success for yourself or rise to build a path for others? Because the greatest victories aren't solo wins. They lift entire communities. If Banner can turn pain into purpose, rage into revenue, and silence into power, what impact will you create? Innovation in the face of adversity. David Banner didn't just build a name in music and activism, he broke into the tech and business world where few from his background had gone before. He used the revenue from his music career as a launchpad, investing in startups and creating tech platforms designed to support Black-owned businesses and promote economic empowerment in underserved communities. Banner's work in technology goes beyond innovation. It's a form of resistance against systemic inequality, proving that building wealth and fighting for justice can happen at the same time. He challenges the outdated idea that you have to choose between art, activism, or entrepreneurship. Instead, he owns all 3, blending culture and commerce to create real impact. His journey teaches us that success isn't just about survival. It's about inventing new possibilities and breaking down barriers for those who come after you. So, what walls are you ready to break? If David Banner can rise from the margins to the mainstream, building empires from nothing, just imagine what you could do with the right mindset and grind. So smash that like button if you respect the hustle. Hit share to inspire someone else on their journey. And don't forget to subscribe to Mansa Musa Mode for more powerful stories of underdogs who flipped the game. Also, check out and subscribe to our other channel, Mansa Musa Mindset, where we dive deep into the mindset that builds empires. If you're ready to start your empire, drop a comment below telling us your dream hustle. Remember, the only limits are the ones you accept. Let's get it.